Hey everyone, welcome back to John's Watch. Today I'm taking a look at a new game called Wandering Sword. This game was released on Steam on September 14th, 2023. Its regular price is $32.50 Canadian or regional equivalent, and is developed by the Swordman Studio and published by Spiral Up Games. This is a Chinese martial arts RPG where you play a young swordsman caught up in a feud and who nearly dies. Escaping the event puts you on the path of pursuing the highest form of martial arts and exploring the pugilistic world to become the great hero you're always destined to be. So this is a JRPG. As you can probably tell from this title screen, the art style is beautiful. It's gone for the HD-2D art style like Octopath Traveler. Looks great, except for that really aggressive shimmering over on the left and bottom right there. I did play this on my Steam Deck and noticed that same shimmering there and thought that was just, a Steam Deck issue. No, apparently that's just there. So I have played this for just under an hour. I think it was like 57 minutes or something on my Steam Deck. And you know what? We're going to get into it. I've come into this cave and I've done something. You can see over on the left, my quest with the main story is to leave the cave in the mountain and rescue this person. I'm probably not going to even try and pronounce any Chinese names. Also in the very top left, you can see I can switch between turn-based and real-time battles with left bumper. I've only done turn-based so far. Apparently real-time is okay. It's just for the combat style. Apparently you can do real-time okay, but as soon as you come across a too strong enemy, they'll just wipe the floor with you. So we're leaving it on turn-based and it'll be easier to talk over as well. It's kind of, it's a modern JRPG, so you don't have to worry about random encounters. You can see what you're going to encounter everywhere. So we're going to encounter this tabby snake here. And so we're going into the combat here. It is turn-based. It's grid-based. It's really, really busy. Like, there's a lot going on this screen. So first things first, we need to choose where we want our character to move. Because this is, martial arts based. Pretty much for the most part, we want to be close to enemies. So we're going to choose this grid here. And our character's going to move there. And now this is where the game kind of like instantly falls apart for me a bit, is just some of the control schemes, I guess. So right now, I'm choosing where to aim. If I want to now choose what skill to use, I have to press right trigger, and that puts me down to the bottom here so I can select my skill. It does not feel intuitive at all. You can see each skill also has like a shortcut underneath it. Sometimes they work. I feel like sometimes they just have not been working well for me. Let's try the normal attack. Sure, we'll do that. And then we again choose our direction. Kind of makes sense. We'll do that. That's done quite a bit of damage to that snake there. And I guess just a gripe for me is like how busy the bottom left is in particular. Like, I don't know what any of those icons mean. And there's all these like multiple decimal place values there, percentage values. Just as a new player, like none of that is helpful to me. It just kind of clutters the screen. So does all the stuff at the top of the screen as well. Just some interesting choices. Okay, I think we're going to move here. I'm probably not going to be able to attack anything. Yeah, we can't do anything. So we will cultivate. I think he just heals mana. We get to go again. Let's go here. I think at the end of this cave, I rescued Jiang here, who is like super powerful. So we're probably just gonna destroy like every combat scenario here. And we hit here with a special. We hit with a normal. Oh, I don't know what I did there. I think I did RB and A. Whatever, we'll just hit him. Get over it. And that was the combat. Hooray. If something sparkles like this, you can collect it. Now we will continue and try and get out of here. I guess, we might as well go through all my issues with it right now. Just over on the left, like that quest log. That's like the most basic quest log you could ever have. Just like a super default font. There's drop shadow, I think. No, there's just an outline on the text. But like there's nothing behind it, no little box or anything. It just looks so cheap and basic. And like when the art style is so beautiful, like it is in this game. We're not seeing it in the cave. When we get out, it'll look even better. There's just a weird disparity between how good the graphics are and how well it does the HD-2D art style, and then a lot of the UI elements are just so at odds with the graphics. Another weird one is if you want to get to the menu, you press start, but it doesn't actually bring up a menu, it just moves your cursor to the top right there, as you can see, and then you then have to move along these to choose the right menu. None of these menu options have like the name of them underneath. Sure, you'll figure them out as you're playing, but again, as a new player, not helpful at all. I believe the very far right is like the options, so we can get there. That's great. And now I am moving my left stick. We can't actually move again until we now close out of this menu bit in the top right. But of course, the only indication that you're in that top right menu bit is that in the top right. So it's just another really unintuitive system, and there's several of those in this game, which is why I only played about an hour. And it's very strange because I was expecting it to be like a little bit janky, like it's this developer's first ever game. I figured, with the price point, and I haven't heard of the developers before, and with really good art style, I figured there'd be, a little bit of jank to it or something like that. I just wasn't expecting it to feel so off to me right away, and like I was very done with playing it after the first hour. Just like another thing here, like I've moved up to this enemy, I want to just, pick my normal attack. But if I want to not do it with the shortcut way, I have to press right trigger and go over to it. Just weird, just very strange. I feel like everything I've got an issue with, I feel like there's a better way to do it. And I'm sure there is, because there's nothing in this game that hasn't been done in other games before. I'm sure other games have figured out how to combine grid-based movement and turn-based combat without having to rely on controller shortcuts or like tabbing between menus with your right trigger. So we'll do our normal attack here. You can see the normal attack, it doesn't even actually do it. It just puts my cursor onto it, which is a solution. It's just not one I would have done. Okay, we're hopefully getting out of here. My sensei's daughter has been kidnapped, it looks like. You can see again, just the disparity in the UI. Bottom right, super stylized skip dialogue, looks really cool. On screen right now, really lovely pixel art with the depth of field. And then just the text, just the most super basic, it's like Arial font or something. None of it's voiced, so we're probably not gonna actually like read any of it. I'll just move through it right now. For some reason, B is advanced text, when in like pretty much every other game it would be A. There's no way to rebind controller controls. You can rebind keyboard controls, but not controller. I will say the story doesn't interest me at all. I know a lot of the reviews, and we'll get to the reviews in a little bit, say that they absolutely loved the story, and if you grew up with, I'm going to put it on screen because I don't know how to pronounce it, these kinds of stories and books and TV shows, you'll probably enjoy it. I guess I have no exposure to those kinds of stories, and I just am not finding the story of this interesting at all, but obviously your mileage will vary on that. I'm very much in the minority of not caring about the story from the reviews I've read. And here we go, another weird UI thing. The text for some reason, I'm guessing it's like a translation thing. Like, obviously there's more, in English words, it's one character per letter. In written Chinese, you can have one character to represent like a full word. So in the non-English version of this sentence, I'm sure, will fit nicely on this text box. But when it's translated to English, it gets too long. So instead of splitting it across two text boxes, which I'm sure would mess it up completely, they just put a scrolling bar on it. And I hate that. It's super awkward. When I'm just trying to read through the story, I'm just kind of mashing B. I'm not mashing B, I'm just tapping B at the end of every line to get through it. But then sometimes I would hit B and I'd be like, oh, I didn't actually get to read all of that because some of it I need to scroll down to the bottom. Just another really annoying UI thing. And there's actually the option to adjust the dialogue text size, which is a fantastic option. Really great that they've included that. Seems sort of directed towards the Steam Deck, which is a decent option to play this game on. But unfortunately, if you do increase the text size, you're pretty much having to scroll down with the right stick on like every other dialogue box. And also, if you do increase the dialogue text font, all the UI font stays the same size no matter what. And it looks okay on my monitor, but the top bit and the bottom left bit were practically unreadable on Steam Deck. So just something else for devs to consider, I guess. Another thing is you can't actually... God, look how much info is here. It is overwhelming how much info is on screen sometimes. But this is me pressing start. You can't actually get to the menu, so if I wanted to show off like graphics or whatever right now, or as somebody else pointed out in the reviews, if you're losing a battle and just want to like reload your save, you actually can't. You can't get to any kind of menu when you're in battle. Let's try and get through this combat, I guess. And okay, I mean, there's so much wrong with the UI. Okay, if I want to select a skill, I want to see what the area of effect is of my mighty skill. A to select it. It shows me. Great. Let's see what the next one is. Oh no, it's put me out into this view. Gotta press right. Trigger again. Special. Okay, that's fine there. So I do need to move. There's just a lot of annoyances. LBB A. My god, he evaded my strongest character. Apparently the game is like decently easy. Like I have not got very far in it at all. I did read a review saying that for the most part, if you're doing like turn-based combat, which you can't switch during combat, by the way, you have to switch before you get into the combat. But if you're doing turn-based, you're not gonna lose. Wow, am I supposed to win this one? I don't know. There's a lot of enemies here. Hello? Guess I don't want... Do I have to do a mighty attack? There. There we... Jeez, he's got a lot of health. The reviews seem kind of suspicious to me. This game has a very positive rating, or is it mostly positive? It's got a decently high review score right now on Steam. And I'm just surprised, because I feel like I've been playing a completely different game than what the other reviewers are saying. Or saying like their experience was. To me, it seems like a janky, good-looking game that's not particularly fun to play. But lots of the other reviews are saying like, this is the best JRPG in years. Somebody on the forums was like, how does this compare to Octopath Traveler or Sea of Stars? And the responses were like, oh, this is way better than either of those games. And I'm like, really? So I don't know if I'm just not the target for this game. I love JRPGs. So I'd be surprised if I wasn't. Or if there's something a little bit suspicious going on with the reviews. I don't know. I wouldn't be too surprised though. I guess since we're not going to actually get to see the graphics menu until we're done this fight, and this might take a while. I don't actually know who's on my team here. Like, is this just a free-for-all or something? I'm not really sure. There's no resolution options past 1080p right now. Apparently they had to add a 720p option, which they did very quickly when people requested it. They seem very responsive devs, so they added a 720p option, which is good for... who am I supposed to attack here? I have no idea. They added that option for Steam Decks. I totally forgot what I was saying. But yeah, there's nothing past 1080p, so like it looks a little bit blurry on my 2K monitor, but it looks okay, mostly because it's the pixel art. Okay, should we do my unique here? Let's try that. Alright, we did it. I think my other person's dead. I don't know where he's gone. I'm sure we're supposed to just kill everyone here, I guess? Yeah, I would be very interested to hear if other people have played this and how they're finding it. Because yeah, I'm not really impressed with it. Like, it looks great. I think it's great that other developers can get, you know, a graphic style like Octopath Traveler without being Square Enix. That's pretty impressive. But yeah, gameplay-wise, I was not enjoying it at all, and it was like kind of a struggle to get through the first like hour, so I could have something to show off. I just don't know why they don't go for like, you know, you move your character, or you say like, I'm done moving. If you don't want to move, that sounds great. And then it just brings up an easy to navigate menu of these 6 options or whatever. I don't know why I have to do shortcut keys to get to them. Well, I don't think it's possible to lose, but I think I can go here and do my unique, which should probably do a lot of damage. But I mean, I was getting close to losing there. I think we've probably got this now. If we just do my special attack here. Oh, my mighty attack. Yep. We did it. Excellent. We'll just finish with one more annoying UI thing. If you go to your character's inventory here, your cursor starts on the very left, and you can't actually just like go left to get to the right. So if you actually want to see what's in your bag, you have to tab all the way over. Just another, you know, little minor thing. If you want to see the info, I think you have to press right stick to bring it up. And again, there's just like too much information on these info screens. And I guess, yeah, like graphics options, that's it. There's my god, there is fucking 2K support. God damn it. That's weird, because what? Interesting. So yeah, like if I go to the left, I can click on it. But no, it doesn't look like it actually changes, does it? It's definitely not. So maybe it's defaulted to 2K or something, I don't know. But since I moved down, I can't actually go back up to it. Weird. It's a weird game. I am definitely not going to be playing any more of it. But yeah, I would love to know what people think if they've played this, or if they think I'm crazy with not enjoying this. I would love to know. There you go, that was a look at Wandering Sword. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!